You tell me about your expedition to the space station Mir in the STS 74. Yes, was on the Mir space station. How would you define the difference between Mir and the ESS technological difference? And how was the crash of the cultures? You traveled with the Sherman. We was with the Russians, people from United States. I want to know that.
Sure. Well, Mir was a couple generations older. It was really designed in the 1970s and started being built in the 80s, whereas the International Space Station was designed in the 90s and built in the 2000s. So it's sort of like having a car from the 1980s versus a car from the 2000s. There are improvements. Cars are better, they're safer. They have a lot more computer integration. They're a little more human interface friendly. And Mir at the International Space Station were like that. Mir was a great space station. It was the first great international space station. The Soviets and then the Russians, they had people from many, many countries visit Mir. And in fact, Mir means peace, and it means the world, those two things. And so they called their space station Peace and the World, which I thought was it's a lovely name. And so yeah, I mean it was a different spaceship, more primitive, a little rougher, a little smaller, not as much electricity, but it was also the best space station we'd ever built at that time. So it, like everything else, it's a trade-off. I would have loved to have spent more time on Mir, but I just helped build it and left. But no, we learned a huge amount from Mir. And as a result, the International Space Station is better than Mir was. And what we do in the future will be better because of what we learned on Mir and then on ISS.